Good evening, everybody, and another beautiful day here on the Isle of Wight. It's been really lovely. It's been really sunny and warm. In fact, I've still got my windows open now. So just thought I'd hop on and apologise for not being here yesterday. But I was out and about, having fun. I was out and about with my 50 plus stylist group, and it's a lovely group of ladies over 50, and we meet up for fun and frivolity, I suppose. Just a lovely group of ladies with no hidden agendas, just really enjoying linking up and talking to each other about anything and everything, basically. So I didn't rush home last night, and that's why I wasn't online at 10 o'clock last night. So anyway, I am here now, and I'm just going to refresh the page, folks. So if you don't mind, I will just do that. But my computer is playing up, and that's one of the things that I've been having an issue with today. Had a few issues. Whoops, what's going on here? Now you see my computer's not playing the game. It's putting the wrong thing up. Aha, there we are. We've got my page now. So, got my lovely page there. So, dodgy connections, a non-cooperative dishwasher, and some of the differences of opinion, some online differences of opinion. So, quite interesting to see. So, wait a minute. Just let me just share here. So, it has been an interesting day. Hi, Karen. I've had a day at home in the White Buzz and Isle of Wight.live home office. Sorry, I forgot what my business is called. I have had a good day, Karen. It's been interesting. My header there says dodgy connections, a non-cooperative dishwasher, and some online differences of opinion. So, yes, it's been a good day. I've done some knitting. I've done all sorts of things. But just now had quite an interesting discussion online which I'll come to in a minute. So, anyway, it's been a very beautiful day down here on the island. Very warm. Don't know if it's warm where you are, Karen. But it's been ever so warm here. As I say, I've got my dormer windows open now because it's still very warm. And but I haven't been. I've only been out just down to the shop to get some milk because I was running out of milk for my tea. So I've only taken a little walk today because I enjoyed doing some stuff at home. Some of the stuff I was doing. I've been doing some client work today. Some of you will know. Hi, Lisa. Ouch. I just twisted my shoulder. Sorry, folks, about that. So I was doing some client work in between other things today. You like my hat? Oh, yes. No more comments. I thought I'd wear a hat because I just thought it was nice and cheerful, and I like to wear hats, as you know. So a day in the home office. Enjoy. My flat is lovely when the sun is shining. Well, it's lovely anyway, but the sun shines right through my flat, and it's really lovely. And so I've been working on client work. Some of you might know that I'm a social media manager for some accounts, so I work on other people's social media for them, always trying to think of that new thing to push out, to get more people to like the pages, to get more people into the businesses that I'm working on. So I've been doing that. Hi, Crystal. Hope you're feeling okay. I know seeing your status, you haven't been feeling so good today, but I hope that my cheerful hat and funny hat and all my knitted stuff around me. Look, I've got mermaids, I've got crabs, and if you fancy it, I've got a chocolate chip cookie. How about that? And I've been knitting. I've been doing some more knitting in between my client work. I've been knitting, and this is a tentacle for a squid. Like you do. Here is the squid. It's got one of its tentacles on, and it's got to have some more. My knitting is what I do. Hi, Mark. My knitting is what I do for charity. So all these things around me, all these bits and bobs will be for charity. As I say, last night, oops, I've just kicked something over. Sorry, folks. Last night I wasn't here because those of you just coming into the broadcast, I was out at my 50 Plus Stylers group. Lovely group of ladies. We just come together to chat. We have our own style, you know, whatever we want to wear. No, I play to my strengths, Karen. I never show you things that I don't do well. I play to my strengths. So I'm not a great cook. I don't, bad trap nerve. Sorry to hear that, Crystal. I do play to my strengths rather than worry and try and do things that I don't do very well. But it's been a very pootly day, as I say, doing some clients' social media work. But it's a good job I've got an attitude of gratitude, because trying to do social media work when you've got a dodgy connection. Hi, Sarah. Doesn't bode well, and I had this dodgy connection. Well, I've had the dodgy connection since yesterday, and when you're a social media buff, it's a bit difficult to do client work when your desktop and your phone is not playing the game. And so eventually, I looked at my router. Should have done that first thing, because one of the wires had started to pull out. But by this time, I was in a chat with my internet providers, and then I went across and checked, and it seemed to have put it right. It's still being a bit dodgy, but not too bad. So I was going to do live stream in the middle of the day, and I couldn't, because I thought, well, if I do that and the connection's dodgy, it's going to drop straight out. But fortunately, the connection's back now. Otherwise, I wouldn't be live streaming tonight. So Sarah, who's just come in there into the chat and said hello, she and I were both at the same event last night. We were out with our 50 Plus Isle of Wight Stylers, it's called. And Karen, we want you to come next time. We'd love you to come with us. I've told Donna that I'm going to invite you next time, because anybody who's over 50, any ladies over 50, more than welcome to join. And really, it's a social group. We chat, and last night we were around different tables and people moved around a bit. Some people didn't move so much, sat with different people, but we had a wonderful time. And it's very much about the group was sort of started to say, actually, ladies over 50, we can do what we like, we can wear what we like, and nobody's going to question us. That's right. Yes, Karen, you've been with me there, haven't you? And Lisa's going to be 50 in August. Look, there we are. So Lisa can join in too. And it's really lovely. It's just so relaxed. And we meet down at the moment we're meeting down at the Ryde Esplanade Hotel. And it was just lovely. And, we can get our, I just had a cup of tea, but some people went to the bar for more alcoholic drinks, but a cup of tea was fine for me. And really, really relaxed evening. So anyway, I didn't rush home, which is why I didn't come live on broadcast last night. So I hope you forgive me for that one. But then, as I say, today it's all been about working from home, enjoying the sunshine, even though I was in my flat, because, as I say, it streams through my flat, trying to get my internet connection going. Now, yesterday, it looks like it's being a bit dodgy now. It looks like on the desktop it's going to cut out. I don't know if it will. Let's keep going. It's all right on this one, but it's cutting out over there. But yesterday in the day, I managed to fix my dishwasher. I've have a dishwasher, haven't used it for months. I have. I used it as storage. Night, Lisa. I've used it as storage for my tins because I don't have a lot of storage space. But I decided to see whether I could get it going. What had happened was the jets were all gunked up, and I thought, so I've been washing up by hand, and I thought, I don't know, I'm sure I can clean it, because initially when I tried to clean it, it wasn't very easy and I couldn't work it out. So what I did, I googled it, how to clean your dishwasher. And I actually found out that I could take the swivel arms off, which I hadn't noticed before, but I took those off, and I used the good old-fashioned granny type methods, because some of the YouTube clips had said use what did I use? Vinegar. Run a cycle of it with vinegar, and then run a cycle of it with soda crystals, which I did. Lovely. Gave me a lovely clean dishwasher. It seemed to release all the gunk out of the jets and that was great. So I put all my dishes in last night, and ran the dishwasher, and got lovely squeaky clean dishes and cups and things. Put the stuff in today, and I'm having an issue. It keeps starting and then it keeps stopping. It keeps putting the wash, making the sound of the water coming in and the wash light coming on, and then it goes on to red as though it's finished. So really, I don't know what that's all about. So it gave me a bit of false hope that I wasn't going to have to do my washing up by hand. But hey, no, you know what? I think I'm back to washing up by hand. So there we go. It's a hard life, isn't it? But not to worry. Yes, I was working on, as I say, client work today, and doing some Google My Business. So if any of you've got businesses and you haven't claimed your businesses on Google, you know, you need to do that. And if you don't know what you're doing, give me a shout, because if you don't claim it, somebody else might. And you get an awful lot more eyeballs on your business if you set up your Google My Business. So, you know, do get in touch for that if you're not sure about that. So what else was I going to talk about? Oh yes, another thing. A few weeks ago, I went to Exmouth. Some of you will have followed my shenanigans as I left the island, got to Portsmouth, and my train was cancelled. And then it was suggested that instead of waiting for the next one, an hour's wait, I get on the one, I change at Fareham and go and then change at Salisbury. Well, by doing that, what happened? We missed the Salisbury connection, so I waited in Salisbury for an hour instead of at Portsmouth for an hour. So what's the relevance of this for tonight? Because we've already chatted about that online. Well, the relevance is that somebody told me, oh, excuse me, I'm so hot. I've got to take this off. I'm going to take the hat off as well because it's making me hot. Oh, it's so hot. And so the relevance of that was that somebody told me that I could get a refund because I've been delayed an hour. Well, if you're delayed apparently more than 15 minutes, did you know that you can get a refund on your train ticket? So I was delayed an hour, so I got more, but I looked it up and I get more of a refund. So I got a form from the station, but then they said I could do it online. So when I was in Manchester last week, I got my son to help me do it online. We were still in time because you get a certain length of time, and some of the time had gone because I didn't know about it early enough. But anyway, we got it in time, and then about 4 or 5 or 6 days later, I got an email saying we filled it in the wrong place. And of course, I didn't get the answer until after the time had expired when you can claim your refund. Well, hey, that's not fair because they gave me the wrong information. I was given the wrong information. And then B, they didn't reply to me for 5 or 6 days, which took me outside the time when I could get the claim. So I wrote a letter and said, hey, I really think that you need to look at this because I got the wrong information and you didn't reply to me in time. And I've had a nice email back saying they will extend it and on this occasion. So tonight when I finish broadcasting, I have got to do my application and I'll let you know how I get on and whether I get a refund. And I was going to Exmouth in Devon, which was more expensive than my usual trips to London, so that might be quite interesting to see what I get back there. So I shall let you know about that. So I have to do that. I mustn't forget to do it, otherwise they might, stop, say, hey, no, we're not going to extend it anymore. So I've got to do that. And then I wanted to read out of my Butterfly Whispers book. This is a lovely book. My hairdresser gave me this book, my hairdresser Jane Mott here on the island. And this book is written by somebody that she knows very well. Jane Mott is not only a hairdresser and a makeup artist, she's a Mary Kay consultant, Mary Kay being skincare and makeup products. And I think she knows Vanessa, who wrote this, through Mary Kay. And it's lovely because it says, be inspired, be inspiring, blessings and butterflies, Vanessa. And it's in there. And it's a book that has a page for every day of the year. It says, one moment, one thought can change your day. Less is more. We all have our own interpretation of this phrase, but I liked this one I heard the other day. Less is more. The less you know, the more you learn. The more you learn, the better you'll be. Be happy knowing less, as it gives you the opportunity to learn more. The less you know, the more you learn. And then it says, in response to requests from both my sales team and audiences, I created a new unique phone recording of an inspiring message each day for a year. The project proved so popular, with some calling in multiple times to hear the same message, I decided to publish. This inspirational book is the result. Okay, so, and it's packed with powerful advice, stories and messages that I have collected from my own experiences, as well as from clients, friends and family. Butterfly Whispers will encourage you to take a moment out of your life each day just to be. It also includes space for you to write your own musings. Dip in and out throughout the year and learn to appreciate the small things in life, to feel a sense of gratitude for the things you have, and to see the world from a new perspective. Read it, make notes and share it with everyone you care about, you see, which is why I'm sharing it. Butterfly Whispers is a powerful collection of inspiration that will change your day and beyond. And so I did an afternoon live stream yesterday, and I read from it. I didn't read yesterday's page because I wanted to read something that had gone the day before. But today I am going to read yesterday's page, and I'm going to read today's page. So you'll get two today. So for the 14th of May, it says, cherish what you have. Thieves can take your possessions, but they cannot take what truly belongs to you, your heart, your mind, and what you believe. Whom do I love? What do I think? What do I believe? Cherish what is truly yours. Now, it's quite interesting because, you know, I've been the target of thieves, and some of you might know this story, some of you won't. But I met my first husband as a result of thieves, because my house was burgled and my husband was a policeman who came to investigate the inquiries. And it was very true. I lost £7 in the burglary. I was a student. I'd been working in Sainsbury's, and I'd had some wages, and I put them in a drawer, and they were gone. And a lovely locket that I had, that was gone. But actually, you know what? Nobody was hurt, and that's what was the important thing. Possessions, you know, you have memories of things. You can live on the memories, but you know, as long as nobody was hurt. And unfortunately, we went on to be burgled several more times. My sister didn't get a husband out of it. I'm not quite sure how many times we were burgled, but the first burglary was when I met my husband. So, but you know, it's true. Just they can take your possessions, but they can't take the real things from you. So that was yesterday's page. And today's page, it says, if you want to have more, you have to be more. This is the universal golden rule. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Do we always go the extra mile for someone else? Do you hold doors open for others? Do we give someone 50p for the car park he or she has no change? Do we help others carry their shopping to their cars? Do we pay others genuine compliments? For one day, make it your purpose to be all about the other person, and last thing at night, see how great you feel. Today is the day it is all about the other person. Or perhaps make that tomorrow, because obviously it's nearly the end of the day, but maybe tomorrow you can make it all about the other person. It's the day I will be more and I will be of service to others. Well, I do try. I try very hard to do things for other people, and always practice and always can do more. So that was the reading for today, and I will dip into this more often. It is a beautiful book, and it's by Vanessa Louise Moore, and want to wish her congratulations, because I just noticed on social media that she's just had an engagement party, event, whatever, and she's obviously in a very happy place, which is lovely. But her book puts me in a very happy place. I love to have her book, and I love reading out of it to you. So so that's Butterfly Whispers. Okay, so let's show you what I think I showed you. Did I show you at the beginning? I think I did. The knitting. Last night I took my knitting with me because we were in this ladies social group. I thought, you know what, I'm going to get on and knit, because what's happened when I've shown you, some of you, my knitting online, and all my knitting is done for charity, then some people have ordered some things and said that they will put money into the pot for charities. And so I don't know if Dave's watching. I think he might be watching some football, but David Baker saw the little crab when I held up the pattern for my mermaid, and in the same pattern there was a little crab, and he ordered this little crab. I was for those of you who don't know, I was pimping up my trolley the other day at the Hullabaloo event at the weekend, and the whole theme was around seaside. And of course, some of you will know I'd already done a silly hat a few weeks ago with all seaside things on it, knitted ice creams and sunglasses and all sorts of things. So I used all of that, plus I added some extras and extras in. And so, yeah, and the mermaid was one of the extras. But as I say, David saw this and he wanted one. And so there's the crab is finished, but actually the crab has a hat that's a shell. So I've got to do the shell, and then that will go off to David. He's just sent me he private messaged me his address, so that will wing its way. But because I was knitting, last night, as I say, I was knitting at the ladies group, and Donna, who runs the group, said, yeah, there's no rest for the wicked, you know. She had an incredibly, actually, let me show you. See this hat here? Donna, who's in charge of that group, had a very similar jacket to this on. She was all very stripy. And what I did, hang on folks, hang on. I gave her this doll to hold because actually all the stripy colours of this were the same stripy colours as on her jacket, and it made a great picture. But what she said was, next month, why don't you bring some of your knitted things and we'll have a raffle for charity or whatever. So really, there's no rest for the wicked, is there? How much have I got to do in in the next 4 weeks to get some stuff ready to do a raffle? So, but I love it, so I should carry on. But I'd got another pattern because I was doing the things for around the seaside theme. When I was in Lou's shop the other day, Stitching Elmer's, where I get my wool or and any haberdashery bits and pieces, I bought this pattern because I thought, hey, wow, that goes well with the seaside theme. But I didn't have time to do anything from here because, you know, I've always got more ambitions than I've got time to do. But I happened to be showing somebody else my knitting and the patterns, and she said, can I have one of those and one of those? So hence this one is underway. So it's got to have some more tentacles, this one. So she wants a squid. This is a squid, and I don't know how much to charge. I don't know whether it's a quid. Oh no, sorry. And so I've got to do the octopus as well. But I have got all manner of things, and we did have a lot of laughs as we came out of the Esplanade. Not because we were drunk, because I wasn't. I'd only had a cup of tea, and the others had only. We were just high on life, and we were talking about knitting, and I made them all laugh because I don't know if any of you know, but there is. Perhaps I shouldn't say this, but there is a website, and there's knitting patterns and things around something called Nudie Knit, and all the characters are nudies, and you can knit them all up, and it's got that. It's very tongue-in-cheek. It's very it's double meanings. It's innuendos, but it's a bit of fun. But I haven't knitted any of them yet. I think I'm sticking to more these sort of things. But you know, we had that sort of conversation as we came out, and sort of it was a bit humorous. So this got to make some eyes, got to make some more tentacles for that one, and then I'm going. Oh, and if anybody's hungry, got a string of sausages here. And of course, the food I make, like there we are. Look, there's a chocolate chip cookie. Whoops, it's stuck to my finger. The food I do when I sell those bits, that goes to the hospice. Anything to do with hats now is going to be going to the White Brainy Bunch, and then any other things when we'll work out, because there's so many charities on the island that need supporting that we'll just have to support them in whatever way I can. I don't know if anybody's making any comments. I've got no comments coming up tonight, so I don't know. Maybe you're just all watching tonight and not commenting. There were comments, and then it's, yeah. So, yes, so this is Actually, let me show you something. This is what I bought the other day. I've actually got this on a mirror that my son gave me that's going on the wall. This is going to be a present for somebody else. Do more of what makes you sparkle. Well, of course, knitting makes me sparkle. I love it. And when I'm knitting on the bus, I find an awful lot of, or on the seafront or wherever I stop to knit, I find lots of people sit and chat to me. Oh, Juliet, I don't think I said hello to you. Did I? I'm not sure whether I did. Nice to see you. And so, yeah, so knitting really makes me sparkle. And then, of course, if I use sparkly wool, it's even more sparkle, isn't it? So, I just couldn't resist this when I saw it. I've got another ball here, sort of orangey. So I thought this would make wonderful starfish, but I haven't had time to find a pattern to make starfish, but I think that would be very nice for that. So if anybody's got any desires for any of these things, I've got so many patterns. I've got patterns for big things, I've got patterns for little things, I've got bumblebees and snails and all sorts of things. I like knitting, you know, not much bigger than these things. I don't do cardigans, that's boring. I don't do jumpers for people, that's boring. I like all the fun stuff. So that's what makes me sparkle. What makes you sparkle? Goldfish. Oh yes, I suppose it would, wouldn't it? That would make a nice fish. I think I had in mind that both these wools would be to do with the sea or yes, that sort of thing. But yeah, no, that's good. I could do something with the fish around that. So now I am going to anybody who's on the island and doesn't know how to knit and wants to know how to knit. On Friday morning, I'm going to be knitting in Kiva's Cafe. So if you want to come and join me and you want to learn to knit, then please let me know. I'm going to be there probably about 10 o'clock onwards, possibly. And if you don't want to knit, but you want a natter while I knit, then come on down as well. It's just really just come and have coffee. Come on, coffee, have a chat. But, you know, if you want to knit, then knit. If you want to crochet, bring your crocheting. If you just want to sit and chatter, knit a natter, then please do. Because, you know, that's fun. And we can. Hello, Janet. Yeah. Oh, I'm fine. I'm fine. Janet was just explaining that I've had connection issues for my computer, but then I found that the wire had come out, so that sorted that out mostly. Dishwasher problems as well. Hello, Rachel. Hi. Knit and Natter networking group. That's right. Yes, it is. It's Knit and Natter and Network, and it's just amazing that how many things come out of just sitting and chatting with other people. And then talking of networking, Karen's just prompted me there that I'd also got that written down on my paper. Next Wednesday, again at Kiva's Cafe, I have a networking session, and again, it's for anybody. Hi, Rachel. So it's between 5 and 7 at Kiva's Cafe next Wednesday, the 23rd. And I know free teas and coffees are are being offered again, which is lovely. And for my networking, I don't keep it. Originally, it was just for business people. Now it's not. It's gone way beyond that. So it's for anybody who runs a business, anybody who works with charities and wants to do fundraising and connect with other people, or anybody in the community who just wants to come and join in and find out more about the other things. It's a way of bringing the community together. So it's very different from most network groups, because most network groups would be around businesses, whether it's a formal group or a less formal group. But mine's changed over now, because I like to do lots of stuff with charities. Then let's bring everybody together, because, you know, if we bring the community together, we can achieve so much more together. So that is next Wednesday evening. That's open to anybody. The one criteria is be nice. And in Kiva's Cafe, there's a thing up on the wall that says, it's nice to be nice. And it's true. And that's the only criteria. That's my rule. You know, as long as you're nice, you can come in. So we don't have any people trying to be, you know, funny with other people. I've experienced a bit of that online tonight. I think in the header I put, and some online differences of opinion. Now, there's some stuff going on around the advertising of the Isle of Wight. I'm not going to go into all the details, but there was some shenanigans going on because there's some advertising going on at Waterloo, and my personal opinion, but who am I? You know, I mean, I'm only in marketing, but who am I to know these things? And when I go through Waterloo, I'm not looking for adverts. I'm looking at the board that tells me what time my train comes in. So I might come in on the main line, or this week I came in on the tube, and the tube station comes right in, and then the platforms are here. Any form of advertising is way over somewhere else in the station. So to my mind, I don't feel that it's a great place to advertise. For the amount of money, I feel there's far more effective ways of advertising the Isle of Wight than there. Anyway, there were people online tonight who felt very differently, and they might be watching in the broadcast, and actually, if they are, that's fine, it doesn't matter. But it was, I was told, strangely enough, that actually the Waterloo adverts weren't aimed at me. Whether they were aimed at me or not, if I didn't see them, doesn't that tell you there's a bit of an issue? Because if I didn't see them and I was looking for where the advertising was, then people going through Waterloo also might not see them. I didn't see the relevance of whether it was aimed at me or not. It made me chuckle, actually, because I thought it was a rather strange thing to say. Anyway, you know, to my mind, that money would be far better spent on doing live streaming and videoing. Our Isle of Wight is over 50% of outstanding area of natural beauty, and we should be showing that on video and live stream over and over and over again. So it was a difference of opinion. You know, we're entitled to our own opinions, but I just thought I'd pop that in the mix today just to show you what my day was like. So it's been a busy one, and tomorrow I've got some family time with my mum and my brother David, so I'm looking forward to lunch there. More social media stuff, and probably some more knitting, I would think, because my knitting goes with me most places now. And so just doing some more client work on the Google My Business particularly. Loads and loads of businesses have not claimed their businesses on Google, and probably because they don't know about it. So I'm on a mission to help them. I've recently become a local Google guide. I did that myself. You don't have to be appointed or anything. You can self-appoint, which I did because I go around a lot of places, and I comment and I put photographs in lots of places, so it made perfect sense to be a Google guide. And what happens is you upload photographs and comments and things. And hello Jane, nice to see you. Just chatting about my day and all the shenanigans. And Jane, have you claimed your business on Google? Jane runs a lovely gift shop with her sister Sue down in Union Street, number 66. If you haven't been there and you're on the island, you must go there. You will be made so welcome. And I'll tell you what, the vibes that come out of that shop, it's just wonderful. Jane knows that, you know, sometimes if I'm up in the town and I'm feeling myself slip a bit, I remember the other day I was feeling just a little bit like I was slipping, you know, and I can't be downhearted because I've got to keep upbeat so that I can come on here and keep everybody upbeat, or, you know, help, do what I can to help. And when I started slipping a bit, I thought, I know where I'm going. I'm going down to number 66. And the minute I got there, the vibes were great. You know, have a lovely cuppa in there. That's all right, Jane. It's just, it's so important to tell these things because, you know, it's made a big difference to me. And of course, all those wonderful books that I read from, I haven't read for a few days. I will get them out again later this week. But all those lovely little books that I read from, I buy them all in number 66. And most of them, one or two have come from other places, but every time I go into number 66, there's new ones there. So sometimes I have to keep a rein on it because I'm a pensioner. I did get a couple of books given to me, by Jane and Sue, because the pages had come out and they couldn't sell them, and they knew that I would be able to use them and share them all with you. So that was a lovely thing to have extra couple of books there to share. So I hope it's been a good day down there with you, Jane. Has it in Union Street? I haven't been out today. I've been working from home. Well, I did. Just went to the shop at the bottom of the road only to get milk because I'd run out of milk. But I was having a home day today. Tomorrow I'm out and about again. So I'm going to wrap up there. I've got more bits and bobs to do, and I probably do a little bit more knitting. Carry on. Maybe I'll make the rest of the tentacles for my squid, and then once that's done, I've got to make an octopus, and then that's another customer who's going to put some money into the donation pot for the charities. So there we go. But as I say, when Donna last night said to me, Donna who runs the 50 plus group, when she said to me, oh, we'll do a raffle next time, I thought, oh crikey, I got a month of knitting as much as I can to see if we can raise as much as possible next time round. So, but I do love it. I love it lots. So, you know, it's not really a hardship for me, and it's wonderful that you people support me. So I got to say thank you very much for your time. Thanks for coming in. I enjoy having your company here, and I will be able to see you again soon, Jane. I know I can't resist that shop. I'll be down there. See lots of you again soon. Enjoy the rest, what's left of the evening. I still got my windows open wide because it's still mega warm, or my flat's mega warm. So have a lovely rest of your evening, and see you again soon. Bye for now. Love you lots.